Hello everyone, my name is Enio Gonçalves. I'm a professor at Federal University of Ceará. Today I'm here to present a work whose title is A Process to Support the Creation of iStar Extensions. It's part of my PhD thesis at Federal University of Pernambuco in Brazil. Let me present the summary of this presentation. I will present a brief introduction, the background of iStar extensions and related works, the description, the use, and the evaluation of the proposed process, and finally the conclusions. Goal-oriented modeling is one of the most important approaches in requirements engineering. Some goal-based modeling languages have been proposed, such as CAUS and iStar. The proposal of iStar extensions increased in the last few years. Nearly 100 of iStar extensions were identified during the execution of a systematic literature review. iStar extensions were proposed in an ad hoc way, resulting in problems of incompleteness, inconsistencies, and conflicts. Despite the proposal of a new version of iStar, we believe it will continue to be extended. It's necessary to discuss how extensions of iStar 2 could be systematized. This paper presents a process to support the proposal of new iStar extensions. It's based on a set of previous studies to understand how extensions were performed and what could be done to improve them. Several extensions have been made to adapt iStar to specific application areas. An example of iStar extension is the work to represent security and privacy of cloud providers. This is a model created using this extension, so we can identify a set of new constructs introduced by this extension. The work proposed by French et al. Defines an approach to join iStar with another existing modeling language. It's not related to iStar extensions, since the authors of this work present a way to join two existing modeling languages. Our process uses a set of guidelines proposed by experts in iStar extensions. In this way, two standards establish guidelines for UML profile design and mention definition of textual description in extensions of modeling languages. We did not find any work about guidelines about the creation of iStar extensions. Let's describe the process now. It's based on previous results of a systematic literature review of iStar extensions and a mixed methods study with experienced extenders. It has well-defined tasks and artifacts. It can be accessed at this link that appears on this slide, and it's supported by a tool. There are three roles in the process: the extender, the expert in iStar extensions, and the expert in domain or application area. This is the overview of the proposed process. The process has 5 subprocesses and a task. There are some artifacts, such as the guidelines of the iStar community, which presents recommendations of experienced iStar extenders. The extension specification is the artifact that joins all results of the extension. Let's detail the process now. It starts with the intention to extend iStar. The subprocess 1 is performed to analyze the need for extension proposal. If there is the need for extending, the flow continues. But if there is not a need for extending, the extension is not proposed. 3 subprocesses are performed. The subprocess 2, related to describe the concepts of the iStar extension, the subprocess 3, related to develop iStar extension, and the subprocess 4, related to validate and evaluate the iStar extension. The task 5 is performed during the execution of these three subprocesses. It checks other new constructs to be introduced. When new constructs were identified during the development, the flow returns to the execution of these steps one more time. Finally, the subprocess 6 is performed to publicize the iStar extension, and the extension is proposed. I will detail now the subprocess 3 develop iStar extension. This is the subprocess 3 develop iStar extension. It starts with the iStar extension conceptualized by the subprocess 2. So, the definition of meta model, the definition of validation rules are performed in parallel to the definition of the concrete syntax for extension. The task 3.4 check and correct problems of completeness, consistency, and conflicts is performed. A checklist for verification of problems is used by this task. The next step is to support the extension with a modeling tool. Finally, the task 3.6 is performed to generate the extension specification developed, and the iStar extension is developed. We illustrate the use of the process by recreating an existing iStar extension. This extension was presented on slide 5. It's related to the modeling of security and privacy of cloud providers. We created a meta model for the extension and proposed a set of symbols to the constructs. We used the checklist for verification of problems with the two versions. A comparative analysis between the two versions, the original proposed by Moratides and the other following our process, points to the original version with 5 problems of incompleteness, 17 problems of inconsistencies, and 6 conflicts. A comparative analysis points to the recreated version without problems. The table presented on the slide can clarify the situation of the original and the recreated versions. The evaluation of the process was made by a qualitative study based on interviews. We selected a sample of 5 extenders with experience from the list of authors of iStar extensions identified by the systematic literature review of iStar extensions, and we invited them. 3 of them accepted to participate in the interviews. The main results of this study are presented now. Excluding our work, they don't know any process to conduct the iStar extensions proposals. When asked about our proposal, all of them agreed about its usefulness. They told the process is suitable to both experienced and novices, but mainly for novices. They have also indicated some strong points of the process, such as the verification to avoid problems. They have also shown some weaknesses, such as the need to keep the catalog updated. So, we presented a process to support the proposal of new iStar extensions. It's based on previous studies to understand how iStar extensions are performed and what can be done to improve them. It's also based on references about modeling languages and quality of their graphical representations. We recreated one existing extension to illustrate the usage of the process and confirm its validity. Finally, we presented the results of a study based on interviews with experts to analyze their point of view about the process. As future work, we intend to adapt the process to extension of other modeling languages such as CAUS and NFR framework. We intend to analyze how to customize the process to create an Agile version. These are the references used in the presentation. And that's it. Thanks for your attention. If you have some questions, if you have some doubts, you can send them through my mail. My mail is enio@ufc.br, and I will glad to respond that.